Good afternoon. Come on, you sleazeballs. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bucos Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the Powers and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining. Shout out to everybody in the Bucks community. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. What do we have here? It's mock draft time. Mock draft time. Mock draft 1.0 here on Bucos Locker. One of three mock drafts I'll be doing. This mock draft is post combine, and we got some trades going on too. So, and also we also going to talk about the Bucks salary cap movement as well. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a fun video. This is what the offseason brings. Offseason brings a lot of attention. Who's doing what? Who's looking towards the future? Who's rebuilding? Who is faking? And who are contenders? Shout out to Bucket with Your Girl, Young Deezy, Fire the Cannons, Cameron Hodge, Andre Cook, Carlos Mosley. What the business is, my guy, Adam Shavers, Bucks Fanatic, Haitian Boy 407. Yeah, so I mean, all season tells you a lot about the direction of teams. We've had a major trade. We had some unexpected releases. Expected releases. Some surprise releases. Salary cap movement. Teams are trying to get under the salary cap. What's up, Brent? Teams are trying to get under the salary cap. A-Rod, I see you. And teams are already under the salary cap, just kind of making certain moves. And then you got teams that are pushing money back, kicking the can down the road. A lot of teams are doing that this offseason. And some teams are just eating the bad food, taking the dead cap hit and moving along with it. It is what it is, right? In the Bucks case, I will talk about this later on. But we'll get into the Bucks moves. They made a couple of restructures. And the ones the players that they restructured were the guys that I was trying to restructure the other day. So those of you that understand that part. So yeah. Hold on one second. So yeah. Are y'all ready for my mock draft? You got time? I got it nice and dim in here. It's not too bright, not too dark, just right. But I think we're gonna get into it. Maybe if we reach a little bit more people. So what should the Bucks do? The Panthers kind of changed the direction of how the draft goes. We got a super chat here. We'll call with the $5 super chat. Get them likes up. That's right. We can't stop. We can't start the mock draft yet. I need some more people because I'm pretty sure y'all curious on how I select the team, and y'all know what I want to do. O-line, D-line, D-line, O-line. Y'all know, and I'm looking for starters. I'm looking for guys that can play right away. Shout out to Will Call. Appreciate the super chat. I'm looking for guys to start right away. I am not looking for Rudy Poots. I am not looking for the Luke Gedekes and the Cole Keefs and the Kyle Trask, the Logan Halls and Joe Tryons. Now, granted, those players might turn out to be good. I'm just saying, guys, but those guys haven't really impacted the team right away. I'm looking for guys. I'm looking for players that can come in right away and play. Now, granted, we have some situations at hand with the Bucks' immediate future. Levante David, Devin White, Jamel Dean, Mike Edwards, Sean Murphy Bunton. So the cornerback situations look a little shaky. The linebacker situation is unstable. The edge rusher situation is unstable. The left tackle situation is unstable. The guard situation is unstable. If there's a possibility to upgrade. If there's a possibility to upgrade a position outside of receiver, upgrade it. And Winfield Jr. and Tristan Wirfs, right? So you got, Edwards. You got Evans, Godwin, Winfield, and Tristan Wirfs. Outside of those four guys, I'm going to be real with y'all. Outside of those four guys, if you could upgrade the position, do it. That's how I'm looking at this draft. So if I draft a player in my mock draft that we have a guy there already, just know the reason why I'm doing this. I'm doing it because the guy that I'm drafting, I believe, is better than what we got now. What up, Rip? So understand how this mock draft gonna work. Not saying every pick gonna be like that. I'm just saying if there is a pick, and if there's a guy on the board, and I look at the position, if we have a guy there already, and I pick a guy that's there, and we have a guy already, just understand why. I'm just letting you know right now. And a lot of things I'm factoring into the situation, salary cap, future salary cap ramifications. Do we extend Devin White, right? Then I got to look at the Tristan Wirfs extension and the Winfield Jr. extension. So there's a lot of variables on the reason why I'm going to do this mock draft and why I am picking the way I am picking. We need help in multiple positions. Tight end, cornerback, safety, O-line, D-line, running back. This team got holes. Don't let Jason Light fool you. Don't let Jason Light's onesie, twosies, good picks fool you. This team needs starters. They ran the free agent well down. They ran they played that violin way too long. Last 3 years, they was relying on free agents. Now they got a bunch of dead cap money. Julio Jones and Akeem Miss Hicks, Kyle Rudolph, Leonard Fournette. Time is up. Ryan Suckup. All those guys were signed in 2020. And then, of course, some of those guys were signed this past offseason in 2022. But all those guys are pretty much gone. And then you add in the Cameron Brate and the Donovan Smith. Possibly Levante David, Jamel Dean. This team has holes. Do not let the Jason Light stuff fool you. Don't let but Jason Light, he drafted Tristan Wirfs and Winfield Jr. What did I say? Outside of those two guys and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, moving forward, question marks. But Ryan Jensen, he's 33 years old. But he did draft the Luke Gedeke. Give him a chance. Of course, give him a chance. But that doesn't mean the outcome is going to be great. If I believe a player is better than Luke Gedeke at guard when I draft, I'm going to pick the guy. That's how I roll. There's nothing wrong with competition. But he drafted Joe Tryon. So what? If I believe an edge rusher is there and he's better than Joe Tryon, I'm going to pick him. But we got Shaq Barrett. Yeah, the contract's disgusting. They drafted Logan Hall. So the freak what? O-line, D-line. Interior and left tackle. 5 technique, edge rusher. But they've been addressing the trenches the last few years. Yeah, the last 2 years, they've addressed the trenches. Luke Gedeke, Logan Hall, and Tryon. As of right now, those guys are Jags. J-A-G. Just another guy. Neil, what up? You wish, what's up? I'm not drafting just another guy. As of right now, Tryon, Logan Hall, and Luke Gedeke are just another guy. I want impact guys. I want high ceiling, high impact guys. But Devin Green, what's up, man? Neil L, what's up? We got some stupid contracts right now that the Bucs got to keep restructuring and kicking the can down the road and adjusting, roster bonuses and signing and giving them more signing bonuses, giving more money towards a signing bonus. That money, they got to pay those guys. And some of these guys are going to have dead cap hits if you get rid of them. Now, you add some void years, you can spread that dead cap hit out. But Rachaad White, we got Rachaad White. I like Rachaad White. We need another running back. If there's a running back there in the later rounds, I'm going to take one. I'm just giving y'all the prelims of what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give you surprises or none of that stuff. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. If there's a running back there in the later rounds, explosive, I'm taking him. Period. I'm picking this draft, not you. But Cade Otton and Cole Keith. So the freak what? If there's a tight end there in the later rounds, I'm taking him. Deal with it. This is my mock draft. This is the first out of 3. Post-combine, post-free agency, and the day before the draft. So this, what I'm about to show y'all now, it can change. Now, one thing I will tell you would not change, O-line, D-line. Letting y'all know right ahead. I'm just giving y'all heads up. I don't want no crying and, why you would do that? I don't hit. Miss me when I'm gone. Putty, what up, man? Edge rusher, D-line, because William Golson, Nacho Roaches, and Hakeem Hicks. Nah, man. Nope. We cannot trot Nacho back out there and William Golson. Hakeem Hicks. I'm good. It's time to turn that D-line over. Don't be surprised I pick a couple guys there. Do not be surprised I pick a D lineman, 5 technique, an edge rusher. You never know what I'm going to do, but I'm just telling you what I'm looking at. O-line, D-line. Y'all already know that. So don't give me that. Don't give me that nonsense. At 19, Christian Gonzalez, I don't want to hear it. They're not bringing back Donovan Smith. They're letting him go. Pre-June 1st cut. You're saving $9 million. Well, Tristan Wirfs go to left tackle. Okay, we need a right tackle. But they can move Luke Gedeke to the right tackle. I don't care. If I believe somebody's better than Luke Gedeke, guess who I'm picking? The guy that I think better than Luke Gedeke. That doesn't mean he's going to be better than Luke Gedeke, but guess what? Just based on tape. If the guard from Florida is there, Osiris, and I believe he's better than Luke Gedeke, I'm picking him. if how the draft falls. So, Nocturnal, what's up? We need productive players, not old washed up veterans. I told y'all about these guys. I told you about Julio Fulio. I told you about Kyle Rudolph. I told you about Akeem Hicks. I literally told y'all that. I told y'all about Russell Gage. I hit it on the head with all 4. Do not expect a lot from those guys. The Bucs could have saved the money. They could have saved that money. They literally could have. Those 4 guys were a waste of money as of right now. Julio Fulio Jones, a waste of money. Kyle Rudolph, definitely a waste of money. Hakeem Hicks. And Russell Gage, the jury's still out, but they gave him too much. But he was really good with the Falcons. He was the best receiver on a bad team. And the Falcons didn't even want to bring him back. Told y'all. When y'all gonna start listening to me, man? Stop listening to these clickbaits. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I do not get caught up with the others. They do that stuff. I keep it real over here. And sometimes I'm wrong. And sometimes I'm right. And y'all gonna learn today. Y'all gonna learn today. I'll keep running over there to the other ones talking about, oh yeah, I believe and hope and optimistic, and that's great. But the reality gonna always win. I am not in for the pushing a narrative. Whether I dislike a player or I don't like, or I like a player or I dislike a player, I like to keep it real. That's why I don't do clickbait stuff. Don't do it. It's ridiculous. Let's get to it. Presenting to you 2023 Mock Draft 1.0 Bucos Locker. I'm going to share my screen. Well, what do we have here? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do it? How do I want to do it? Boom. I got a lot of tabs, don't I? I need to stop playing. Stop playing with me. So this is very easy. This is profootballnetwork.com. I didn't do the PFF version of it. I don't rock with PFF. I don't use PFF as the Bible for my football judgment. A lot of people use PFF to make a point. I don't. I don't know why people use PFF to make somebody believe something. That don't work over here. Don't give me what PFF said. There's multiple sites that you can use to make your point. Everybody keep using PFF. It don't work over here, man. Let's get to it. All right, so I selected the Saints. No, it's not. Let me stop. I selected the Bucks. Here we go. I can make this bigger for y'all. Let me see. All right. So I selected the Bucks. Here we go. Boom. All right. Here we go. 7 rounds. Well, we can do 1 round. Y'all want to do 1 round or y'all want to do 7 rounds? 1 round or 7 rounds? We can do 3 rounds. No, I'm going to do 7. I'm going to do 7. 7 rounds. I'm not going to do it slow. I'm not going to do it fast. I'm going to do it normal. Let's get to it. Don't get scared, folks. It's all fun. It's just a mock draft. Do not trip. Here we go. I'm going to pause it right now. I paused it. Pause. Pause. Carolina has the number 1 pick. There will be some simulated trades. I've done this mock draft 2 times already. So this is my 3rd time. So I did 2 before I came on live. And the last one I did, the second one I did, let me tell you what happened. In the first round, I was able to get a left tackle. I'm not going to tell you the name. The second round, I was able to get an edge and a cornerback. I had a trade offer. I was able to trade back in the first round, pick up an extra second round pick in this year's draft. And I used those 2 second round picks, an edge rusher and a cornerback. I'm not going to give you the names. And then I got a trade offer again in the second round, which I was able to add an additional 2 more third round picks. So I had 3 third round picks. I had 1 first, 2 seconds, 3 thirds, a 5th round pick, a 6th round pick, and a 7th round pick. And the third round, I used it on a linebacker, running back, D tackle. And then I didn't have a 4th round pick. And in the 5th round, I had used it on a free safety. In the 6th round, receiver. In the 7th round, D tackle. So I came out of the draft with 2 D tackles, an edge, and a left tackle. 4 players on the trenches. 3 of those guys on the defensive line or in the trenches, outside edge rusher, and 2 on the D line. 4 guys. I put 4 guys on that D line side, outside linebacker, and 3 linemen with their hands on the ground. I'm not playing. I did address the cornerback situation and the linebacker situation because of the Jamel Dean and a factor in the Lavonte David situation. So, but here we go. I just want to give you a heads up. I was able to get, in my opinion, in the second draft I did, the second mock draft I did, in my opinion, I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 starters in the first 3 rounds. So here we go. CJ Stroud, okay. Bryce Young, okay. Here we go. Trade offer. What should I do? I have 3 trade offers. I'm at pick 19. This happened last time. Y'all see the trade, right? Bucks 19th pick and the pick 153 to go back to the pick 43. The Jets are offering pick 43, 2024 first round pick, and a 2024 third round pick. So I can literally take myself out of the first round, pick up an additional first round pick next year, and a third round pick next year, but a second round pick this year. That is a stupid trade offer. Kansas City offering their 31st pick and a 2024 first round pick, which will be at the bottom of the freaking first round. In the bottom 5 of the first round. So they want to go to 19. And we go back 12 spots. Might have to come back to that one, right? The 31st pick. So it'll be like the 31st pick this year and pretty much like the 29th or 30th pick next year. I don't know about that one. The Colts are offering pick 35, which is top of the second round, and a first round pick in next year's draft to move up to 19. So should I accept any one of these trades? Should I accept any one of these trades? I already made my decision. I'm just trying to engage with you guys. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm just doing fan powers and C-band engagement to go back 19 to top of the second round. No, the Chiefs. This deal's not bad. This is not bad. But the problem is with this pick here at 31, you pick up a 2024 first round pick. If they was to give me a second and a third, I want a second in this year's draft. That's what I mean. I want to stockpile some picks. I don't want nothing from 2024. I want picks in this year's draft. Now, I'm not taking none of this. I'm just letting y'all know. But look who's available. If I traded with the Chiefs gonna pick Bijan Robinson. They're gonna pick Bijan Robinson or Broderick Jones because remember, Orlando Brown was not tagged and did not sign a long-term sheet, a long-term extension, long-term contract. So more than likely, the Chiefs are going to pick up Broderick Jones. That's what they're gonna do. That's why they're trying to trade. And as far as the Colts, I believe the Colts will probably pick up Broderick Jones as well. Or maybe a tight end. But Broderick Jones, this is the reason why these teams are trying to get to 19. Because look who's on the board. Bijan Robinson and Broderick Jones. They want those guys. And the Jets, they want to move up. And they want to pick probably a tight end. They probably want to pick Michael Mayer or Trenton Simpson. But I'm not taking none of this. Reject, reject, and reject. You know who I'm taking. Now, there's some guys here now. Don't get me wrong. Ooh, there's some guys here. It's some good value here, baby. And you know what's so crazy? I wouldn't mind falling back maybe 2 or 3 picks. I can still get my guy or still get one of the guys. But the offers was ridiculous. And I'm staying put. And I'm getting the guy right here. Broderick Jones. We're not playing, folks. It's moving, folks. It's moving. Some good players come off the board, too. Watch somebody gonna try to trade with me again. Watch. Oh, no trade. Nobody offered a trade. So, look who's on the board. Ain't this a bit? Look, let's go over to the defensive side. And let's look at the edge rusher. Look who's sitting there. Nolan Smith. Everybody else is a reach. The best available pass rusher, edge rusher. And what did Todd Bowles say? Edge rushers. What did Todd Bowles say? We got to address the edge. And what do you know? Nolan Smith fell out of the first round in this simulated mock draft. That is a steal. Now, before I make any moves, let me take a look at the tackle. Gervon Dexter. I told you about him at the combine. I think he's going to be nice. Chris Jones clone. Kalijah Clancy, small guy. That's why he's falling. But none of these picks are worth a 50 pick number 50. They're 2. That's a reach. All these players are a reach right now. The only player that makes sense and on the line or edge is Nolan Smith. But also Drew Sanders, a TJ Watt clone. That is a good pick, folks. That is a good pick. Drew Sanders is a first-round value. Nolan Smith is a first-round value. And the Bucs do have questions with Levante David. But see, Drew Sanders can play multiple positions. He's 6'5". 6'5", 234 pounds. Almost like a Brian Urlacher. Bigger than Luke Kuechly. And he ran pretty well. He can play off ball. He can play at the edge. He can drop in coverage. You can actually say he's better than Devin White. He's a 3-down defender. I'm just making the case for this. Cornerback, let's see. Emmanuel Forbes. He's sitting there. Another good value pick. Jamel Dean, he's out of there pretty much. Murphy Bunting, question mark. Zion McCullough, question mark. I could pick Emmanuel Forbes too. I could go safety. Mike Edwards not going to come back. Logan Ryan. Or I can go offense. Darnell Washington. Darnell Washington sitting there, folks. Do you think he's better than Cade Otton? Does he have a higher ceiling? Herndon Hooker is sitting there. Y'all believe in Cal Trask? I don't know. But y'all know me. Got to address the edge. I'm surprised I didn't get a lot of trade offers, man. Last draft, I got trade offers. So far, we got tackle, edge, trenches. As I stated, I'm not stirring away from that, folks. If the value is there in trenches, I'm taking it every time. Oh, look who I can't believe New Orleans would do that. The nerve. I got 2 trade offers. Pick 82 in the 3rd round. I wanted Jack Campbell. But the Colts picked him up because I wanted to replace Devin White. So remember now, the 3rd round, that is a pick where the Bucs can see what they want. They can go back to the trenches. They can go cornerback, they can go linebacker, they can go running back. This is where things can get a little interesting because remember, we don't have a 4th round pick. So this pick is important. Y'all understand? The first 3 rounds, you need starters. And the reason why I picked Nolan Smith, because I believe he can start. I think at this point, he can have just as much as impact as Tryon, and Tryon is going on year 2. Year 3. Tryon is going on year 3, and I believe Nolan Smith at this point can have just as much as impact as a rookie as Joe Tryon in his 3rd year. And also, that also fixes the Shaq Barrett situation. Because the Bucs have an out of the Shaq Barrett contract in 2024. So you can have your guy on a rookie deal, a 2nd round pick with a 1st round value on the team. So now you got Tryon, Nolan Smith, Logan Hall. 3 young guys. As you revamp your D-line. Let's see who else. I can't believe New Orleans will offer. I don't want to go back 10 picks. I don't want to go down 10 picks. No thanks, New Orleans. So Cleveland offered a 4th round pick and to go back 16 picks. Now look at the board. I don't see the value of going back to 98. We're not gonna have a 4th round pick. It is what it is. Now I can try to trade back into the 4th round if I see a guy that's sitting there, I have to propose. But I don't see any of these. If I go back 16 picks with Cleveland to take the Cleveland pick, I don't see the value there. And I sure don't want to go back 10 picks. And I don't want to trade with the Saints. Reject and another reject. So who's on the board? Linebacker. Well, interesting. Running back. Cornerback. guard, center, cornerback. Let's go back to the edge again, or deep tackle. Some good value here, folks. There's some good value. I think Benton will be a good pick. Kobe Woodland will be a good pick. Zach Pickens will be a good pick. Jacqueline Roy will be a good pick. They might be a bit of a reach at this point. Remember, I'm looking for a starter. Mozzie Smith from Michigan. Byron Young. These guys are solid. They might be a reach, though. I'm just saying. But Young, I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave it out. I'm gonna put a star on that. Good 5 technique. That can replace William Golson. He can replace Nacho. He can line up and down that line. Versatility, folks. That's what Byron Young offers. He's strong. He can play up and down that line, and that's what the Bucs need. Somebody not can just stop the run, but also rush the passer. And remember now, you got Vita at the 0 technique or the 1 tech, right? You can have Byron Young, Vita, and Logan Hall. Tryon, Shaq Barrett, Nolan Smith. And you can actually play Nolan Smith maybe off the ball sometimes, like a Micah Parsons. Nolan Smith and Micah Parsons are very similar. And we got Nolan Smith right now. So we'll come back to this one. We'll come back to it. Edge rushers right now is still a reach. No guy is worth a 3rd round pick at this point. I like Isaiah Land too. What up, Bucks for life? Jonathan Brutus, what's up, man? Jay, what's up? Linebacker, Levante David. It's interesting. Devin White situation. Owen Poppy. Popoi. Not bad. Saw him at the combine. Solid guy. Or the Jamel Dean situation. Julius Brents, the guy that guarded Quentin Johnson. Kansas. If y'all watched the Kansas State game and the TCU game, that was the guy that was guarding Quentin Johnson. 6'3", I believe. 6'2", 6'3". Big guy. Jamel Dean. Todd Bowles like big corners. The reason why I'm taking my time on this 3rd round pick, then there's no time limit on this, but Darius Rush, but it might be a reach for him. So where should I go at? I can go running back. I want an explosive running back. But right now, it might be a reach. We don't have a 4th round pick, so this pick is important. It's got to be a starter. I could go Tajay Spears. That's a reach. Sean Tucker, a Kendra Miller. It's a reach. But due to the situation, I could go tight end, Sam Laporta. But he's kind of he's more of a, I think him and Cade Otton are pretty similar. But that's an Iowa tight end, right? So, I don't know. But due to the situation with Jamel Dean, remember, things change. The situation with Jamel Dean complicates things. I do want to go D lineman again. I really do. Byron Young is a very intriguing guy. So it comes down to D tackle, linebacker, or corner. Safety, these guys are 4th, 5th round picks. All these guys right here, in my opinion, and because they're small. Sidney Brown is a Winfield Jr. clone to me. Jamie Robinson, the same thing. I'm having a hard time deciding between the cornerback, linebacker, D tackle situation. But I keep thinking about the Jamel Dean situation. There is a high probability don't come back, but I'm also thinking that they'll probably bring back Murphy Bunting. And you got Zion McCullough. So I think we might be safe there. But the biggest problem is the Levante Davis situation. And this is a great value pick right here. This is a starter. So if Levante Davis don't come back, KJ Britt and Devin White, heck no. We don't have a 4th round pick. I would like to go edge, but all the edge guys are pretty much a reach. D tackle, it comes down to D tackle and linebacker. But I got to address the Levante Davis situation. I had to, Levante Davis. I'm thinking about him not being here. And we don't have a 4th round pick. I can try to trade back in. Is there a guy that y'all see I can? I'm going to see if I can propose the trade. I'm going to see if I can get back in there and get a D tackle. It's the Raiders. I'm going to try to get in there and get a D tackle. I want a 4th round pick. So what do? I got to give up at least 2 picks. I got to sweeten the deal. I want that 109th pick. I got to try to get back in the 4th round, folks. I got to try. I'm going to see if I can give up 3 picks. I'm going to give up the current pick, a 5th round pick, and a 4th round pick to get back into the 4th round. So basically 2 4ths and a 5th just to get back into the 4th round. 3 picks. That might be too much. Let's try this. Oh, they declined me. Dang it. They dirty. Oh, Byron Young still sitting there. I gotta try to get this guy. I'm trying to make a trade, folks. I'm trying to get Brian Young. I'm trying to get back into the 4th round. I'm trying to get back into the 4th round. I'm really trying. I'm going to give up 3 picks. Let's see what happens. Oh, they declined me too. Good God. Nobody want to trade with me. Oh, man, this sucks, man. Byron Young still sitting there. Come on, Chargers. Somebody got to trade with me. Somebody got to trade. Let's see. Let's try this here. I want to get Byron Young. I need to try to get that guy. Or Keon Benton. Or Sean Tucker sitting there. I got to try to get back in there. I'm trying to get back in there, folks. They declined me. Dang. They dirty. It is what it is. Oh, we might be able to get Byron Young and Keon Benton, though. Hopefully. I ain't giving up the 3rd now. I'm not giving up the 3rd pick. We might be able to get Byron Young. Come on. Oh, shit. God dang it. Dang. All right. So this is who's on the board left. This is the top available players. We can go running back. I know it was bad trade offers. I know. I was just trying to be cheap. I know. I didn't want to give up no 3rd round or no 2nd round. Not for no 4th round pick. course I'm gonna be cheap. I'm not gonna give up the good picks. They wanted somebody. See, if I would have said a 3rd round pick next year and a 4th this year, I mean a 3rd round pick next year and a 5th round pick this year and maybe a 5th round pick next year, they probably like, yeah, we'll take your 3rd. Heck no. All right, so this is where we at. We can go running back in the 5th round. Now, we addressed the tackle situation. We addressed the edge rusher. And we addressed the linebacker situation. That's Levante David, right? Now we're in the 5th round. There are some running backs here that we can play with, right? Let's go to the running backs. I wanted Tajay Spears, but he went a couple picks ahead of us. That Byron Young pick, man, I was looking for that pick, man. I thought we can get him. Let's look at running back. The only running backs I see at this point is where we at right now. Kenny McIntosh, Eric Gray. But you want an explosive running back. You really do. You want an explosive running back. Now, you got Deuce Vaughn, but in the 5th round, Deuce Vaughn? That's almost like that Raymond Calais pick, right? I like these running backs. But you got to think about Rachaad White, 6 foot? 200-some pounds. So you need a different type of back. You need a quick, twitchy back. You need a really fast back. A guy that can run. Deuce Vaughn would be a good pick right here, but I think that's a reach right now at his size. Cameron Peoples not bad. Keon Mitchell. Haven't watched enough tape of him. Chase Brown, I've seen a couple games of him. I want an explosive running back. I think we can get somebody further down. I don't know. Maybe we go receiver. Maybe. Charlie Jones. Ronnie Bell. Nathaniel Dale. We could go tight end. How about we go quarterback? Let me stop. Max Duggan's still there, folks. We could go guard. Nah, we got 2. I think we got a lot of guys there already. What about D tackle? Oh, but that's a reach though. Moro Omoji. I think I would like to get him right here, but I think that's a major reach for him in the 5th round this high. I think he got some injury situation going on with him. He's not a bad player either. Steals is sitting there, but these guys are reaches. Brenton Cox Jr., what y'all think? Byron Young, the other Byron Young that tested well. He tested very well. Byron Young, this one right here, he tested very well. Edge rusher. There's still some good edge rush. Brenton Cox Jr., the problem with him, he has an attitude problem. I might have to go on edge again. Well, some people might not like this, but we got Tryon and we got Shaq Barrett, we got Nolan Smith. You never can have too many pass rushers. And Brenton Cox Jr. is about right around the 5th round. That's where you're at. 4th, 5th round type guy. And he got a little. We're gonna leave Brenton Cox Jr. right there. Let's go to cornerback. Kentrell Clark. Small. Riley Moss. Tested well. 6'1", Todd Bowles type guy. Nick Jones from Ball State. Not bad. He tested well. Jacorian Bennett. He tested well. All the Maryland and Illinois had some guys at the combine that tested well. Riley Moss is not a bad cornerback. We could go safety. Jay Ward didn't test bad. He didn't test bad. Javon Hicks. He tested well too. But I'm sorry, the value is at edge again. This guy is talent-wise, he could be second, third round pick. But the reason why he's on the board, and I guarantee you, if I pass up on him, he's going to go in the next few picks. Value, folks. And even Byron Young, he tested well. But I could go running back, but I don't see the value at running back. Most of these running backs are not explosive. I wanted Tajay Spears. If Tajay Spears was sitting there, I would have got Tajay Spears. But or this Byron Young right here, I would have went D tackle. But you never can't. Sean Tucker would have been good too, the running back from Syracuse. He's an explosive running back. KJ Henry, he would have been nice. Keon Benton would have been nice. But you never can't have too many pass rushers. All right, the Bucks again. This is the best available players. Now you can address the safety. Cameron Peoples is sitting there. Great value. Running back. Let's take a look. Oh. I want to see what's up with Cameron Peoples. Did he test well? I didn't catch everything. Cameron Peoples. I want to see what his 40 time was slow. He didn't run well at the 40. 4.61. But on tape, he's fast. Don't see the value at receiver. I see the value at safety, though. Special teams, safety guy. I don't see none of these guys. I don't see a value. The only guy I actually paid attention to was Michael Jefferson. Hazelwood is a possession receiver. He's kind of like a Chris Godwin clone. The Princeton receiver ran pretty well. He got the Jalen Morano Cropper. He got hands. Michael Jefferson's nice. 6 foot, fast, really fast. He ran like a 4.3, I believe. The receiving class is, I don't see the value there. I like the safety situation. We don't have the problem with the safety situation. We got to be ready for that too. We got to be ready for that. I seen these two guys play, Jay Ward and DeMarco Helms. What's up, Chris? West Tampa in the building. We got to address the safety situation, folks. This is mind you, this is mock draft 1. Now it'll be another mock draft when free agency kind of is over with, and we can see where the Bucks are at. I'm just giving you the idea of how I'm looking at it. We need a big safety, and both of these guys, with Jay Ward, let me see what's his height. Remember now, with Winfield Jr., I wanted a big safety. He's 6'2". We need a big safety. I got to go with value. This is a 5th round pick or value picks, right? So, and he can play special teams. So let's go with value here. Remember, This is about addressing what the Bucks need right now. If they bring back Edwards and Murphy Bunting, then this changes the draft. This is mock draft 1.0. Safety, we addressed the safety situation. The Bucks are picking again, and safeties went off the board. I was right on cue. All right, so we got another pick, 6th round. Tight end. There's some value picks here, folks. Let's go look at tight end. I saw Will Mallory play and Josh Wiley, but I don't know if he tested well. 6'5". It's a 6th round pick, so it's kind of like don't really matter. Wow, Hazel is still sitting there. That might be a good value pick right there. He's like a Mike Evans possession receiver, running back. Deuce, you know what? Boom, got one. Nope. Deuce Vaughn and Rachaad White. That's a good combination. You can't beat that. Deuce Vaughn and Rachaad White is a great combination. Let's keep it 100. Deuce Vaughn, and that's a good combination. And he can also probably return. I think that's a good combination. Keyshawn Vaughn. I know people like, well, we got Keyshawn Vaughn. Bruh. I think Deuce Vaughn is a great value right here. I think he's good. I think that's a great value. Let me come back to that. I like the Hazelwood situation. Not too sold on the tight ends right now. Maybe get one in the 7th round or later in the 6th round. Could go guard. Could go corner. Nick Jones. I like him. He tested okay. I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with this running back though. It's Deuce Vaughn. It's a 6th round pick, folks. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Nick Jones went there. I'm told to get Nick Jones. We got another pick coming up too, folks. So we good. There's 2 6th round picks. Here we go again. Byron Young from Tennessee. He tested well, but as an edge rusher, we already drafted edge. Oh, we can't go edge again. Could go cornerback. D tackle maybe. He tested okay. Oh, I think he tested pretty decent. I think he tested well. I remember him out there. What did he This is D tackle. 5 technique. And this is a 6th round pick, folks. So let's not get crazy with it. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, folks. This is value right here, folks. Could go receiver. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Byron Young tested very well. He's edge rusher. Could go guard. I think I'm gonna go receiver though. I seen him play. I watched with Jake Heener, the Fresno State quarterback. I watched him play with this guy. I think he was solid. And then you got to think about the Russell Gage situation too. I think I'm gonna go receiver right here. I mean, why not? He ran the 4.4. I mean, he can replace Russell Gage. We can get out of that Russell Gage contract too. So I'm thinking when I draft these guys late round, if they can blossom into something. We got 2 7th-round picks too, so you can't expect 7th-round picks to be beast mode. Green Bay. Hey, you want to trade? No, I'm taking that tight end. I kept looking at him. I saw him play one game. Well, I saw a couple of Cincinnati games. Like I didn't watch all the games, but I'm gonna take away from him. Josh Wiley, bumper pool. He's still there, linebacker from Arkansas. Slow to. Ooh, see. Yeah. Oh, okay, let me go with this tight end. Right. I saw him play. I'll take him. Josh Wiley from Cincinnati. I'm going to write this down. Mock draft 1.0. And we'll come back to this when we do a mock draft 2.0. Seventh-round pick. This just, I don't know. None of these guys are really worth anything, to be honest with you. Travis Dye still available? He got injury problems, though. Robert Beal. Oh, what happened? Why he dropped so low? I am shocked. I am shocked. I think I'm gonna see if I can pluck me a guard. TJ Bass. I did watch him work out. We got enough guards though. But that's the Nick Leverett if he come back. Quarterback? I don't see no quarterback out there. Folks, this is where it gets funny right here, folks. It's kind of like you're just throwing darts now. You're just drafting guys for depth pieces and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter, but there you go, folks. Nice little draft there. I'm gonna write this down. You know what I'm saying? Bucos Locker Mock Draft 1.0. What y'all think? We got a tackle. We got an edge rusher. What y'all think? Y'all like the draft? Things can change, folks. Things can change. It's just the initial draft. That's all. I'm pretty sure this is going to change again. I mean, who knows, right? Yeah. This is mock draft 1. This is 1.0. This is based on where the Bucks are at now. That's all. I'll do another one, folks. Relax. If you don't see something, it's not the end of the world. Be cool, folks. This is just post combine. The real fun begins. The real fun begins when I the day before the draft. That's when I'm really like hone in. I still gotta do tape review. I still gotta review some of these players and stuff like that. So relax, folks. And what today is. So there you go. So I got this written down, and we'll come back to this. We'll come back to the draft again. We'll do another mock draft 2.0. You know what I'm saying? 2.0 will be a little different after I look at some tape. I can tell you that right now. It's just the way the board fell. You know, 2.0 will look a lot different. But just the way the board fell. Look, if they like if the Bucks re-sign Levante, you know what I'm saying, that could be a D tackle. If the Bucks if they sign Murphy Bunton and Mike Edwards to 1-year deals, I wouldn't draft the safety in the 5th round. But we're definitely gonna need another running back, explosive running back. I could have went D tackle instead of Brenton Cox Jr., but edge rusher is a big need for the Bucks. We end up getting 3 of those guys. Well, actually, I'm sorry, 2. We end up getting 2 edge rushers. I could have put a D tackle in the 3rd round. I could have did that, but there were reaches though. There were reaches. The reason why you don't see a D tackle, because at that point where I was picking at, especially in the first 3 rounds, there was none. Like, I had to get Nolan Smith. I had to. And then in the 3rd round, all the D tackles that's actually impactful were at that point wasn't there. This is the draft board, folks. This is how the draft works. Unless I was going to trade some future picks to move up and get some guys, I wasn't going to do that. So, like I said, it's just the beginning, folks. Mock draft 1.0 Bucos Locker. And if you look at the board, especially the first 3 picks, they address immediate needs. Right tackle or left tackle, edge rusher, and linebacker with Levante David situation. To me, those are 3 starters right away. And Brent Cox Jr. can possibly be a starter or get a lot of play, a lot of rotation. And he got a little mean streak in him too. We need that. And Jay Ward, special teams guy, he can make some happen. Deuce Vaughn can be a 3rd down back or a change of pace back and also contribute on special teams, returning kicks. And then you got Jalen Marino Cropper. Russell Gage situation is in question. Josh Wiley, that's tight end depth. We're going to need tight end because no Cameron Rate, no Kyle Rudolph. And TJ Bass is just a piece that you can throw in there at guard. So there you have it. Mock draft 1.0. Boom. Some of y'all don't like that. I know. Where is D lineman? Oh, I got 2 of them. But what about the actual D tackles? Folks, it's just mock draft 1.0. But I do want to talk about the salary cap movement for the Bucks. I want to address that real quick. The Bucks were able to restructure 4 contracts, created $44 million in salary cap space. They still about $5 million, about $4-5 million over the cap. But Ryan Suckup being cut, a Mike Evans restructure. One of the, actually you can just do a Mike Evans. And if they do a Mike Evans and a Shaq Barrett restructure, they'll be probably like $15 to $20 million under the cap. And then add Ryan Suckup, So, folks, the Bucks are going to be under the cap. But how much of under the cap they're going to be, that's the question. Are they going to be $10 million under the cap? $15, $20 million under the cap? So, yeah, Evans saves about $9-10 million. Yeah. So just that alone will put the Bucks at $5 million under the cap. And then restructure Shaq Barrett. That's a horrible contract, but that'll put the Bucks under the cap, $10-15 million under the cap. And then you add Ryan Suckup, that'll probably push it to close. So at the end of the day, the Bucks can be around about $20 million under the cap. After the Ryan Suckup, the Shaq Barrett, the Mike Evans extension, or restructure Shaq Barrett, extend Mike Evans, and cut Ryan Suckup. That alone will get the Bucks closer to $20 million under the cap, which means they can make some moves. Now, the question is, you got to sign your draft picks. That's about what, $6-7 million right there. And then you have enough money to. You can't sign Jamel Dean. You're not gonna have enough money for that. I think that's a foregone conclusion right there. We're not gonna have enough money to resign Jamel Dean. And if you resign Jamel Dean and you lighten his cap hit up for 2023, that means you're paying a lot of money in 2024 and 2025. So Jamel Dean's pretty much foregone conclusion almost. The Murphy Button and the Mike Edwards, they can do those deals, 1-year deals, and kind of like add some voyeurs to that to lighten the cap hit up. Because if you do 1-year deals, how much of that's guaranteed? So if you got like $20 million under the cap, and then you got draft pick money set to the side, so that puts you about $13 million. And then you take that $13 million, you say, okay, we'll give you some guaranteed money. Murphy Button 1-year deal, Mike Edwards 1-year deal, You're not going to get major free agents. They're not going to get major guys to come here. There's no reason for a major free agent to come to the Bucks. Let's get that clear. If I am an agent of a player that's productive, still good, I am not telling him to come to the Bucks. By all means. There is no reason for any major free agent that's impactful to come to the Bucks. I will not tell my player to go to the Bucks. That's how bad it is now. So the Bucks will get the bottom of the barrel free agents. Veteran minimum, stuff like that. It's just what it is, folks. They're not getting no top level free agents. They're going to get their draft class and re-sign their guys. Edwards, Murphy Bunton. And you can squeeze Levante David in there too and say, Levante will give you a 2-year deal. So in a perfect world, the Bucks can bring back Levante David, Murphy Bunton, and Mike Edwards. Basically, all three of them to 1-year deals. They can bring back all three basically to 1-year deals. If the Bucks were smart, that would be one of the best plans right there. Bring all three back on 1-year deals. And out of those deals, how much of it is going to be guaranteed? And in the best case scenario, we already know the Bucks are not getting the top free agents. No top free agents come to the Bucks. I'm gonna repeat that. You can convince yourself that we're gonna get the Bradberries and the Darius Slays, trade for him, whatever. You can convince yourself all day, or the Marcus Golden, or the Leonard Floyds, or the Bobby Wagners. Stop it. Those guys want to win, and they're not coming to the Bucks and thinking that they're gonna win. So I just want to get y'all prepared for that. I don't want to see no Bucks fans running around here talking about we're gonna get top free agents because we got a top 5 roster. No, we don't. Got too many holes. I can't wait to see the roster rankings. Now that no Brady, of course, no Gronkowski, no Antonio Brown, no Leonard Fournette, Ryan Suckup most likely, no Donovan Smith, no Jamel Dean most likely, possibly no Levante David. Where do you think the Bucks roster ranked now? The Bucks got a top 10 roster. Based on who? In order to get free agents, you got to give them a reason to come here. The Bucks don't have a sell point. They don't have a sales pitch to bring in top free agents, and they don't have the money to do that. Those guys want to get paid. They're still productive. Where do you rank the Bucks roster right now? As of right now, with the needs and salary cap, where do you rank the Bucks roster? Where do you rank the Bucks roster? Top 10, top 15, top 20, top 25, top 30, between 20 and 32, 25 and 32, 18 and 22. I'm going to put them right around there, between 18 and 22. And that's a reach. I can really say between the Bucks roster right now, it's not bad. It's not really, really great. It's not really, really bad. It's between 18 and 22. The Godwin, Evans, Tristan Wirfs, Winfield Jr., Carlton Davis, Devin White. Not bad. Rashad White, decent. Kate Otten, he's okay. Ryan Jensen, up in there in age, but still a solid center. Shaq Mason, not a bad guard. I don't see 18 and 22. Is that door number 2? Nah, I'm good on that. Nah, man. That Bucks be wasting their time doing that stuff, man. Even despite what Bruce Arians said, it will be a justice, would be unjust if the Bucks don't look behind door number 2. Well, the problem with door number 2, there's no Tom Brady type quarterback that the Bucks can afford. Somebody mentioned Matthew Stafford. No, man. If for them to get Matthew Stafford, first of all, they got to lessen his cap hit up for 2023. And then you got to turn around and pay a big cap hit in 2024. So that's not. Take your medicine. If the door number 2 is basically a worse version of Kyle Trask. Get you a veteran. If Kyle Trask is not up to speed, you can put him out there and you can win a couple games here and there. Nothing major. When Kyle Trask is ready, you roll him out, or you start Kyle Trask. If Kyle Trask is not doing well, you move to the veteran and you prepare for 2024. I'm telling y'all right now, you do not want to bring a veteran in that's better than Kyle Trask. You don't want to do that. You want to bring a veteran in that you know for a fact is not going to start. It is what it is, folks. Like, I don't know how else to put this. The Bucs are not in condition. They're not in a prime position to make major noise in 2023. No matter how much you tell yourself, Kyle Trask, he give him a chance. That's not the problem. You get the opportunity, but the outcome is likely not great. See the difference? Opportunities does not mean you're going to get the outcome that you want. Opportunity means you get a chance to make something happen. Now, if that chance turns into something great, that's fine. But NFL history shows us in the situation that the Bucs are in, with Kyle Trask, the salary cap situation, first year OC who's hasn't called plays since JV. That is not a prime position to win a lot of games. You want the opportunity to win games, but the outcome of it, that's what you got to look at. See, I'm not here to hype up false reality because that's just feel-good stories. I want y'all to feel good, but I want y'all to feel good about the reality of where the Bucs at with the salary cap situation, the free agent situation, the roster needs, the quarterback situation, the OC situation, the head coach situation. Understand the reality of the situation. I'm not here to hype up the Bucs fans on false reality. I'm here to give you the actual reality when you walk out that door. What's on the Bucs roster? That's the way I draft. The Bucs got multiple holes. Don't need to run through them again. Tackle, guard, linebacker, cornerback, safety, running back, edge rusher, D tackle, not nose tackle, or 5 technique. Now, if you look around the NFC South, there's moves being made. Carolina, they like, look, we're going to take our bullets with this young guy. New Orleans keep convincing themselves that they're still contenders by signing Derek Carr, and they're making these moves and all this stuff like that, right? And Atlanta got a ton of cap space. They convincing themselves Desmond Ridder is the guy, and they got Kyle Pitts and Drake London. They got a nice run game, decent O-line. So they're going to spend some money. The Bucs are really the only team in the NFC South that's kind of like, which way do they go? What up, Roy? The Bucs are the only team that you really don't know what they're doing because they got to get under the cap. See, we know what the Saints doing. They still think they're competitive. They still think they can win games. By all means, convince yourself Derek Carr is the guy. That's their prerogative. Fine. Carolina Panthers, let it be known exactly what they're doing. They're looking at the future. They're not even hiding it. Frank Wright, Jim Caldwell, Josh McCown, Thomas Brown Jr. All 4 are offensive guys. So whoever they draft that quarterback, he's going to be in good hands. More than likely, they're going to bring in a veteran. That's fine. But their job is to coach up the young guy. And Dave Tepper, the Panthers owner, has a direction. See, the Panthers got a direction. They traded DJ Moore. So they have a direction. The Saints have a direction on what they're trying to do. The Saints are trying to stay. We can still win NFC South, and we can make some noise in the playoffs with Derek Carr, which I don't believe. And in Atlanta, clearly you see what they're doing. You see what the Falcons are doing. And then you get to the Bucs, you'll be like, What are they doing? You get to my team. What are they doing? Okay, they got to get under the cap. They got 23 free agents. They got a third-year quarterback that's never been a backup. They got an OC, first-year calling plays since JV. They got a head coach, conservative head coach that likes to play close to the vest. What are they doing? What are they doing? We don't know. We don't know what the Bucs are the only team right now in the NFC South. You don't know what they're doing. In my opinion, just based on what the other teams are doing and where they're at. We know what the Falcons are doing. They're rebuilding. Panthers, they're looking at the future. They got a really good defense. A young quarterback under contract, whoever they draft. So they're going to build the roster up around this young guy. In the first 3-4 years, you know what they. So the Panthers are trying to do what the Bengals doing, or did, or the Chargers. Draft a young quarterback high, and you just build the roster up. The Panthers got a good run. They got a good running game. They got their tackles. They got two good tackles. Moving forward, they got a really good running game, and they got a defense, up and coming defense. So that's the perfect scenario for a young quarterback. You got a solid running game, and you got an offensive staff that's going to guide that quarterback. And then in the Saints situation, their defense is good. I'll give them that. They got a good defense. Crazy, right? They got a good defense, but I'm being honest. Offensively, that's the problem with them. Derek Carr only gets them the exact same amount of wins that Andy Dalton did. 7, or Andy Dalton was 6 and 8. Pew, 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 pew. Derek Carr is a stronger pea shooter. Is strong. So, Andy Dalton's that small water gun. Derek Carr is a little bit bigger. Pew, 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 pew. Same thing. They had the Saints at 9 wins with Andy Dalton, and then they signed Derek Carr, and they moved him to 9.3. Emory Hunt of CBS Sports literally explained it to, I think, State of the Saints podcast. He literally told him it's basically the same player, just younger. Derek Carr and Andy Dalton is basically the same player, just Derek Carr just younger by a couple years. As a matter of fact, Andy Dalton has had more success than Derek Carr. So the Saints ain't going nowhere. And in the Falcons, you know what they're doing. Rebuild. We talking about a rebuild. You know what they're doing. And then, like I said, the Bucs, the Bucs created $44 million in salary. They steal it over the salary cap. They restructured Vita, Carl Davis, Ryan Jensen, and Chris Godwin to create $44 million. We don't know what the Bucs trying to do. But what we do know as of right now, get under the cap. See, the Saints are trying to get under the cap, and they're making moves. The Panthers are under the cap, and they're still making moves. The Falcons just sitting tight, just waiting for the draft and free agency start. Bucs, wait, they behind in a way, right? They're behind, right? And they'll catch up. Well, let me give you the details on the Chris Godwin and the other guys' situation. Godwin created the most salary cap space of his restructure. His cap number was $23 million this year. It dropped down to $8 million. They saved $15 million in salary cap space for 2023. They added a void year to Godwin's contract. Now he got 3 void years. $18 million was converted to salary bonus. $18 million of his salaries were converted to a bonus, right? So his salary cap number for 2024 increased by $3.7 million. So Godwin's salary cap hit for 2024 is $27.5 million. And I believe the salary cap next year is supposed to go up 15 million or maybe 20 million. So Godwin's cap hit next year for 2024. Preview, folks. $27.5 million. Can you say another restructure coming for Chris Godwin next year? I'm a Chris Godwin fan, but he's not worth $27 million. So obviously he's going to be restructured again. If Chris Godwin's contract, if his contract voids, that is a $18.8 million dead money hit. The Bucs created $10 million by adding 3 void years to Carlton Davis' contract, converting $13 million of his salary to a bonus. Carlton Davis' salary cap hit for 2024 increased by $2.6 million. His salary cap hit for 2024 will be $20 million, $20.5 million. So Chris Godwin and Carlton Davis alone will cap hits equal up to $47 million. Chris Godwin at 27 and Carlton Davis at $20.5 million. They restructured Vita's contract. It saved the team $9 million, 9.1 in cap space. $11.4 million of his salary converted into a bonus. Vita is under contract for 4 seasons. So they added 1 additional void year. His cap number increased $2.2 million every year. And finally, this is by Jason Fitzgerald by SalaryOverTheCap.com. Finally, shout out to him, OverTheCap.com. Ryan Jensen restructure opened up $9.9 million of cap room. They converted $11 million of his salary into a bonus. And they tacked on another void year to bring a total to 3 void years. Ryan Jensen's 2024 cap number increased by $2.2 million. If he was to leave the Bucks now, it would be $11.8 million in dead money. The Bucks still got work to do. Once they'll get there, but just letting y'all know. And if Brady does not accept a 1-day deal with the Bucks, that $35 million will come into effect, which means Brady will be free from the Bucks for real, completely. Jason Fitzgerald, OverTheCap.com. Shout out to you for giving that nice breakdown of the Bucks salary cap restructures. There you have it, folks. If they restructure Shaq Barrett and Mike Evans, or restructure Mike Evans, or restructure Shaq Barrett and extend Mike Evans, then the Bucks will be clearly under the cap. More moves to be made, folks. Thank you for joining Bucos Locker Mock Draft 1.0. I think I got about 3 full starters out of that draft. Mock Draft 2 will be done after free agency. And then, of course, that's 2.0. And then Mock Draft 3.0 will be done the day before the draft. Folks, this offseason has been interesting. This is like probably the most videos I've made in the last several off seasons. And I got more videos, folks. And we're going to do some players right before the draft. We're going to talk about those players, positions and stuff like that. Individual videos. So with that being said, shouts out to the Powers of Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining. With that being said, fire the cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag trenches matter. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag stay humble. Please stay humble throughout this process. Hashtag fire the cannons. Hashtag walk the plank. Hashtag don't get mad at me. I don't play the game. I don't make the draft picks. I just talk about it. My opinion, right? With some logic behind it. Hashtag life after Brady. Hashtag what's next? Hashtag what is this? Hashtag why? Hashtag Jason Light, don't mess this up. It's very key. Hashtag bus. That's what it was. 8 and 9. It's a bus. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I'll see y'all next week. I know, folks. Chill.